Hello, my audience. I'm making a video on I. Anyways, I know it was a Marvel character, but I forget if it was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy or Marvel Phase Two. I think it was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about in this video. And um, I'm going to talk about my thoughts, and then I'm going to give my final verdict on each film after my thoughts. So, my thoughts are. I wonder if Shyamalan wrote this screenplay to any of these movies. Because these movies are surprisingly funny and nonsensical. Nonsense. Movies like with the Dr. Seuss kid writing. Like everything goes blah 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 boo. A lot of the writing's dialogue sounds like gibberish that's made up. Like they kind of make up writing that Dr. Seuss sounds more fictional than Dr. Seuss writing. Could you try green eggs and ham in a cave? Would you like to eat green eggs and ham? Fuck no, Sam I am. Sam I am is a fucking annoying prick of a character, I think. But that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people think that he's right. But I think Samuel's a stalker and needs to go fuck himself. Punk. Sam I am is. So, the point is, this movie feels like it was written by Dr. Seuss or Shyamalan. These movies, trilogy. All three of them. Like, imagine if Dr. Seuss and M. Night Shyamalan teamed up to make a screenplay of a movie together that Sam Raimi directed for a paycheck. And it sold money. You get Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. I give them all the same score, 10 out of 10. These somehow just work, thanks to the bullshit writing that is Marvel Cinematic Universe. Explain that this is an Elseworld story and not Spider-Man for the main 616 timeline in the Marvel Studio Universe. Thanks to the No Way Home third installment, we can pretend that all these Spider-Man movies were always good, right? Who's with me? Olivia and Pretend Leon. I am. Spider-Man 3 is the best in the trilogy. The second best is Spider-Man 1. The third best is the Spider-Man 2. The 2.1 cut of Spider-Man 2. Now I'm going to review Marvel Phase 1. I reviewed Phase 1 in my last video. Now I'm reviewing Marvel Phase 2. After reviewing Spider-Man Trilogy, which Tom Maguire started, I'm reviewing Spider-Man Trilogy and Marvel 3 and Marvel 2 Phase by Marvel in this video. I give Phase 3 of Marvel a 10 out of 10. All of their movies gets a 10 out of 10 in their phase. When it's like wrapping up with one era and entering another era. There's the things starting to fall apart in multiverse fashion by foreshadowing the events of the multiverse. And that's where Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness comes in when we see a collision that was introduced in Avengers Endgame. No, actually, the multiverse was introduced in the first Doctor Strange movie back in 2016. Hinted at the multiverse and not knowing what path Strange is going to be on, of who he is in this path of life. Because see, everyone's future in the multiverse, and throughout the multiverse, the ancient one and the Doctor Strange 1 movie, but so. She mentioned she could never see Doctor Strange's future, where he's going in life. So, after she passes on, when she's ready to pass on, in the first Doctor Strange movie, that takes place in Phase 1 or Phase 3 of the multiverse, in the universe of the multiverse of Marvel. You see, it's all making sense. If you really think on the plot holes, they're not plot holes, they're foreshadowing of the events that's going to come in the future of the fiasco threat. That's why we barely saw the Infinity Stones do every power when they were introduced. And we don't know what the Love Stone does. The Soul Stone does. I forget. What does it do on its own? We know what other stones do in the Infinity Saga, but we still don't know what the Soul Stone does exactly. What's its true power? But it's hinted at we see just all the stones together used, but we never see stones on what its true powerful was it do. I don't know. Who cares? Maybe they're going to bring back all of the dead Avengers with the Soul Stone and have them recast, played by younger or hotter actors that look more like the parts. Because the cast are getting too fucking old and wrinkly looking to look like the Avengers. And chubby. And shorter. Also, face fast, that happens with old age. Iron Man's not quite like it. Look like Robert Downey doesn't look like he wears rocks a 6-pack any time in a few decades. Think about that. The comics supposed to have a 6-pack of god badass body. Got them in shape body like a bodybuilder, you know? They're all supposed to look like other males, you know? I wish Dad wouldn't text me when I'm doing a fucking video. So, I figured, where was I? Fuck, Dad distracted me. Because he texted me shit. That was nonsense. Not related to the video. So the video, what was I talking about this movie? Phase 2. And Phase 3 get a 10 out of 10. I'm sorry I had to cut the show. My idiot dad texted me at the wrong time. It was stupid of him to text me at the wrong time. I can't remember what I was going at. And I'm pissed. That's why the Avengers Phase 2 and the Maguire trilogy and the Avengers Phase 1, Phase 2 of Marvel and Phase 3 of Marvels get a 10 out of 10 all phases of Phase 2 and Phase 3 in the trilogy of Spider-Man that Maguire starred in.